Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me today because we have some very exciting General Hospital news to talk about, and it's definitely worth the wait. You know, I've been watching General Hospital for more years than I care to count, and let me tell you, these latest developments have me sitting on the edge of my old recliner every single afternoon. This Ross Cullum guy, the big boss over at the WSB, is really showing his true colors now. And folks, they ain't pretty. On the outside, he looks like a sharp, respectable man in a nice suit, but underneath, he's as slippery as a fox in the hen house. The show is hinting that he's been playing both sides all along, and right now he's cooking up some real trouble for our Anna Devane. From what I've seen, Cullum and that smooth-talking Jen Sidwell have taken complete control of this fancy French clinic where Anna is staying. You remember how Kevin Collins suggested the place to her? Poor Kevin probably thought he was doing the right thing, helping her get some rest and healing. But it turns out that clinic isn't the safe haven everyone hoped for. No, sir, it's being run by these two men with their own shady plans. What really breaks my heart is how they're treating Anna. They won't let any of her loved ones come visit, not her family, not her close friends, nobody. They've shut that door tight. I think they're trying to mess with her mind, make her feel alone and confused so they can control her. You know how it is in life when someone feels isolated. It's easier to twist their thinking. They figure if they can drive Anna a little bit crazy, she becomes useless to them. But that woman has got more fight in her than anyone I've ever seen on television. Even with all their manipulation and attempts to brainwash her, Anna keeps trying to escape. She just won't give up. I love that about her. No matter how many times they push her down, she gets right back up swinging. It reminds me of my own wife, tough as nails, even after all these years. But here's the scary part. Anna signed some kind of agreement that says she can only leave the clinic if she's mentally sound and clear-headed. Well, you can bet Cullum and Sidwell have no plans to ever let that happen. They'll do whatever it takes to keep her locked away and under their thumb. And now it looks like Cullum is ready to take things even further. He's thinking about spreading the word that Anna is dead, faking her death, and putting it right into her official WSB records. Can you imagine that? The man knows her friends and family won't stop trying to rescue her, so his solution is to make everyone believe she's gone forever. It makes my blood run a little hot just thinking about it. How can someone be so cold and calculating? I keep wondering how long this can go on. Anna is strong, but even the strongest person can only take so much isolation and mind games. I feel for her so much. She's been through more danger and heartbreak than most people could handle in 3 lifetimes, yet she still keeps going. That's why so many of us fans root for her every day. Sidwell is bad enough, but Cullum seems to be the one really driving this whole nasty plan. He wants to stop every rescue attempt before it even starts. Faking her death is his clean little way of shutting everything down, but I've got a feeling things aren't going to be that simple. Anna Devane has surprised everyone before, and I sure hope she finds a way to outsmart these two before the situation gets any darker. You know, watching all this unfold makes me appreciate the good people in my own life even more. It's just a story, but it feels real sometimes. My wife and I talk about it almost every evening. She's especially worried about Anna. We both hope the writers give her a fighting chance to come out on top. These soap operas sure know how to pull at your heartstrings, don't they? I'll be tuning in every day to see what happens next. Will Cullum get away with his double-crossing scheme, or will Anna find a way to break free and expose the truth? Either way, it's going to be one wild ride. If you're watching too, I'd love to hear what you think about all this mess. You know, the more I think about this mess on General Hospital, the more it just sits heavy on my heart. Ross Cullum isn't just some side villain causing a little trouble. This man is playing a long, cold game, and he's thought of everything. What really gets under my skin is how much he knows about Anna's past, especially her history with that twisted old Caesar Faison. Anna was like a muse to Faison, the one woman he was completely obsessed with for years. Cullum has dug deep into all that, and he's using it to build a death story so convincing it could fool almost anyone watching the show. He could sit there in his fancy WSB office and spin a tale that sounds just like real life. Something like Anna finally cracking under all the pressure, escaping from that French clinic in a moment of desperation, then disappearing for weeks. Everyone would be out searching for her, hearts breaking, hoping she's okay. And then boom, they find her somewhere, gone. A tragic end caused by her own health problems. The man could even fake the death certificate without breaking a sweat. With all the information he has, it would look completely legitimate on paper. And here's the part that really makes me worry for Anna. Cullum knows all about her beta thalassemia. It's that blood condition she's carried for a long time. Her body doesn't make enough hemoglobin, which means her red blood cells can't carry oxygen the way they're supposed to. In serious cases, it turns into a dangerous kind of anemia that can become life-threatening if she doesn't get help. She needs regular blood tests, and when it gets bad, blood transfusions every few weeks just to keep going. It's not something she can ignore. That knowledge gives Cullum the perfect weapon. He can make up a story where Anna runs away from the clinic, stays hidden for a couple weeks without her treatments, and her body finally gives out. No more visits from family, no rescue missions, just a sad ending that everyone would believe because it fits with her medical condition. It's sneaky, it's smart in the worst possible way, and it makes me shake my head every time I think about it. I keep imagining how scared and alone Anna must feel right now. They've got her locked away in that clinic with no real visitors allowed. Kevin Collins thought he was helping by recommending the place, but it turned out to be a trap run by Cullum and Jen Sidwell. Those two are controlling everything, trying to mess with her mind and break her spirit. They want her confused and dependent, so she becomes useless to anyone else. But Anna keeps fighting. Even while they're trying to brainwash her, she's still looking for ways to escape. What really fires me up is how Cullum especially seems dead set on stopping every rescue attempt before it can even start. He knows her friends and family won't quit looking for her, so his big plan is to end the search permanently by announcing she's dead. Using her illness against her like that feels extra cruel. It's like he's taking the most personal, private part of her life and turning it into a tool for his own schemes. I've been watching Anna Devane for so many years, and she's always been one of the strongest characters on the show. She survived danger, loss, betrayal, and more heartbreak than most people could handle. But this time it feels different, more personal, and darker. When I sit in my living room with my wife in the afternoons, we both get quiet during these scenes. She'll look over at me and say, "That poor woman, when is she going to catch a break?" And I feel the same way. Still, deep down, I've got hope. Anna has surprised everyone before. She's tougher than Cullum gives her credit for. Maybe she'll find a way to turn the tables on him and Sidwell. Maybe someone on the outside will start asking the right questions before that fake death story gets spread around. I sure pray that happens, because losing Anna for good would leave a big hole in the show and in a lot of our hearts. These writers really know how to pull us in, don't they? They take real medical issues like thalassemia and weave them into the drama so it feels believable. It makes you care even more. I'll be right here watching every single day, hoping Anna gets the justice she deserves and that Cullum's nasty plan falls apart before it can hurt her any worse. You know, what really gets me is how cleverly Cullum has planned this. He knows all about Anna being Caesar Faison's muse, so he can easily make up a believable death story and even fake the death certificate. Plus, he's aware of her beta thalassemia, that blood condition where she needs regular transfusions every few weeks to stay alive. It would be simple for him to claim she escaped the clinic, went missing for a couple of weeks, and then was found dead. Just like that. I sure hope Anna's loved ones get to the truth before it's too late. This story has me on the edge of my seat.